Do you know that there are some babies, once they clock 4 months, they wean themselves by themselves? Like they tell you, madam, what is this you are giving me? Carry the go. I don't want breast milk. I need food. And not just them, there are also some babies that breast milk don't hold for long. You see them sucking every 1 hour, every 30 minutes. It's because they are not getting enough. They want you to introduce solid food for them. And you guys know that these children are tender, and the right food for them is breast milk and formula till they are 6 months. It is from 6 months you can introduce solid foods, but not apple. So what should you do? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. The kind of foods you should avoid too, and the kind of foods you can introduce to your baby that is below 6 months, that has not reached 6 months. If you're new to this channel, this lady you're seeing here is called Nelly's Corner. Which is this lady you're seeing here? I'm Nelly's Corner, a mom vlogger, content creator that stays here in Uyo, but I'm from Imo State, all in Nigeria. Leave that passerby that is passing. I sell mixed cereals for babies, and for adults I also sell date syrup. Remember that date syrup is best for that child that is below 1 year. Don't put honey for that child. Then I also make fresh pap, variant pap, not just yellow pap. But if you still want yellow pap, I'm going to make it for you. So the first thing you should watch out for is what? Consistency of the food and the texture of the food. You should always go for smooth texture and also a very light food for that baby. Remember that baby is meant to be taking milk. Now him just using hand say no one drink milk. So you should watch out for the consistency of that food you're giving to him, and the texture too. It should be very smooth. Then when you're making pap for that baby, because pap is one of the things you can introduce to the baby, you should make just one, like a single grain pap. If it is yellow pap, you make just yellow pap. If it is white corn, you just make white pap. You know, if you want to do millet pap, just make millet pap, single grain pap, because you don't want to start introducing a lot of food, a lot of mixed grains for the baby that will find it difficult for you to digest. So you don't want to start giving your baby mixed cereals like tombrown for baby that is below 6 months. You don't want to overwork that baby's digestive system. Apart from the pap, the single grain pap you make for the baby, you can make fruit puree for him or her. Yes, but this time you're using one fruit. If it is banana, you do banana puree. If it is avocado, you do avocado puree. If it is apple, you do apple puree. Just single puree for that baby to eat. Don't go and mix apple, pawpaw, coconut, this one, and no, that baby doesn't need that. Those your mixology. Remember, he or she is meant to take only milk till 6 months. So these ones we're introducing is because he weaned himself by himself. The next one that you can introduce is oats. Oats is lovely, but the oats is not going to be in full state. Like, you know how our oats is. You will have to grind it, like make it very smooth. Grind it till its texture is very smooth, and make it for your baby. Remember your consistency. It should be very light. It should be close to being watery. Then if your baby hasn't rejected formula milk, once in a while make formula for him in his feeding bottle and give it to him. There are some packaged foods that are from 4 months. Yes, you can also make your research, or you go to the supermarket and search for those packaged foods that are from 4 months. I know of one, which is GABA supporter sitters, or what. I think I've reviewed that GABA in this channel. So GABA for support sitters. Of course, a child of 4 months cannot sit properly, so you support them. That is what that GABA cereal is for. So search for packaged food that clearly states from 4 months. If they say 6 months, any decision is just your own decision, okay? Because you cannot go against what the company has already stated. But if you can follow me and do it, but I know that GABA has for support sitters, which is from 4 months old. This is not a situation where you have to start blending potato with chicken and egg. No, anyone you are introducing, just make it single, like single grain, single fruit, single vegetable, like that. With time, once the baby clocks 6 months, you can combine 2 or more for the baby. At least that time the digestive system is strong enough to accept. Then I haven't said that there are some foods you should avoid. You should not give to that baby that is 4 months old. Example is undercooked egg. I don't know, I think even egg itself generally should not be given to that baby before 6 months. Reserve it. Fish, reserve it till 6 months. Yes. Salt, added sugar, reserve it. Even date syrup, reserve it till after 6 months. Yes, that baby doesn't need any sweetener. What that baby needs is more of milk, and since the baby is not taking milk, you provide all these things I've mentioned earlier in lighter consistency. Salt, of course, is going to damage the baby's kidney, so don't even introduce your home food for that baby. Some people do it and they'll tell you nothing happened to my baby, but it is wise you don't do than when you follow the bandwagon and unfortunately you are the one receiving the effects. So I will always advise, do what is right, don't follow the bandwagon. This one is very, very popular. The cow's milk. Cow's milk is not for baby that is even below 1 year. Cow's milk. What is cow's milk? That's normal milk that you buy at home, your family milk. Your baby doesn't need it at 4 months. I got this question from one of my videos. Yes, can I give my baby I don't want to call the brand name. You're not supposed to give your baby cow's milk. The only milk your baby should take from birth to 1 year is formula or breast milk. So if a baby has weaned herself from breast milk, try formula. Then soya milk is not from 4 months, please. Soya milk is from 6 months, or soya what they call it, soya beans powder. They are all from 6 months, not from 4 months. The next thing the baby should avoid is any solid food that he or she cannot swallow easily, like all those whole food, like whole grapes. Is going to choke that baby. Anything you're offering should be smooth. Don't go and make a biscuits naka the baby. That baby doesn't need biscuits. Yes, popcorn, it doesn't need. Cheese balls, it doesn't need. Yes, to avoid what? Choking hazards. Another thing you should avoid is citrus fruits. Citrus fruits like orange, tangerine, grape. Is it grape? Is grape among citrus fruits? Lemon, all those things. You don't give it to your baby at 4 months, because they contain citric acid, which might be harmful to the digestive system, might cause them skin irritation. So fruits like citrus fruits should be avoided totally. Another thing is juice. The juice you buy in the market or the one you make at home, reserve it. The baby doesn't need it at the moment, okay? Even the one that you think they made with milk, I don't want to mention the name, but that juice that you think they made with yogurt or milk or whatever, that your baby of 4 months don't need it. He or she doesn't need it. So drink it. Honey, your baby doesn't, even 6 months, 8, 9 months doesn't need honey. Talk more of 4 months. Yes, for them not to even need date syrup at 4 months. Honey is the last thing you should give your baby, because honey is from 1 year old. So avoid honey, no matter how little you want to add it. If you're looking for a sweetener for that baby, I don't think they even need sweetener because you're already doing banana puree for him. So if you are to add anything sweet to the baby's food, it should be banana because banana is a sweetener for them. Another thing you should avoid is spicy, seasoning, all those things. You don't need it at all. Even jollof rice that you mash and you put in that baby's mouth, you don't need it at foremost, to avoid what? Choking, to avoid choking hazards. Yes, so I hope I've answered some of your questions, especially people that come to my WhatsApp and ask, madam, my baby is 4 months, can I buy tombrown for him or her? I always say no. So these are my reasons. Your baby don't need a lot of ingredients in their food. We just want something single, like single grain, single fruit. They want something smooth in texture, and they also want something very light in consistency. So having said this, I hope you have given this video a like. Yeah, share it to that mother that you feel needs it, and I will see you guys in my next video. So for now, bye bye.